Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here and I hope you find it helpful. What I'm going to do today is attempt to take my Eutektik EFD, probably my favorite by a long shot under $100 knife that I've experienced yet this year. It is the Liang-Ma design based on the Field Duty folder, and we're going to put some skiffs in it. But first I want to say thank you to all the channel members. Thank you guys so much. And thank any of you who come in to watch my knife and EDTC content. I really appreciate it. I do ask, if you're so inclined, if you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon, keep you updated on my content, and it'll also really help me out. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're going to have T8s and T6 on the clip, T6 on the body, T8 on the pivot. So, I am going to take my T6s, get my clip off first. I think this is going to be 5mm 1/16. However, I don't know that, so I've got a couple of sets of skiffs. Once we put our skiffs in our cheat sheet, a la this, to see what size they are, we will know for sure. And I want to thank Get Good Screw for the driver, and I use Weehaw bits. I buy T8s and T6s most. There are links in my Amazon store, or you can just go to Amazon and search Weehaw bits. Alright, so we've got our pivot, our body screw, and our clips. Alright, very nice G10 liner. We've got our frame. So what I'm going to do is release that, pop it out. See, our stop pin is an internal stop pin there. You got two nice standoffs here. And there's our bearings. You know, manufacturers do this different. Some manufacturers put the open side toward the blade. Most of them that I've seen, see these stamp bearings where you've got one side that's got a track and a rough edge? That's what they had facing the blade, and they had this facing the washers, or the liner, that is. So we're going to remedy this by using skiffs because they're solid. And let's see if these are 1/16, or yes, they're 1/16 because they don't go through. They easily slide through the 1/16. So let's take this one off, and then we'll see what our pivot size is. I'm thinking it's a 5mm, and I'm right, because see, the 3/16 is too tight. 5mm slides right through. The reason it's not sliding all the way through is I haven't taken out my stop pin, and of course the 6mm is much too big. Alright, so we have determined that we have 5mm 1/16 bearings. That's what we're going to use, and since we have it open and it looks a little mutsy, I'm going to get one cleaning wipe. I'm going to squirt a little alcohol on it, and I'm going to clean around the pivot, and I'm going to clean the blade, and I'm going to clean the other liner, just because, why not, right? Pretty clean. All right, now that we're all cleaned up, I love that blade. Again, guys, I really think this is the value knife for me of the year. I even reached out to Leon to see if he'd do the field duty folder. As a matter of fact, in my pocket today is the Leon My Field Duty. Love this knife. Anywho's, let's get some skiffs. And these are the 5mm 1/16. But if you'll notice, these are solid on both sides, so you don't have a track that's going to be interfering with that bearings rolling. Idealistically, the bearings are taller than the track, but you never know. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bearings that we are replacing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 bearings, so we've got more surface area. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab a little KPL original and put a couple of drops here. And you guys know I use more lube than I need to, but that's just kind of my jam. I'll put a little bit on the bearing and then rub that in my fingers. And then drop that down there. Alright, so now what I want to do is take a little bit of KPL Heavy, which is thicker, and I'm going to apply just a little bit in my detent hole to help lube up my detent ball. And I'm going to put a little bit on the detent ball. Alright, so that is way too much lube. Now we will take our blade. That KPL original, a couple drops, boom, boom. We will take our other skiff, lube it up, drop it down, now we're going to try to press this back together. I've got to get it pressed. Here, my stop pin. To get down in there right. There we go. Alright, so we are together. Going to set our scale down. Now, since we've got our T8 in our driver, I should have cleaned that screw off because it did have some Loctite that I had to break loose, but now we are going to take our body screw, put in our T6, put in our body screw, bada bing, get our clip set. Really good hardware on this, by the way, deep hardware. I like to see that. And we'll get our clip lined up the right way. Alright guys, so now let's see what our action looks like. I probably got it tightened down too tight. I've got it fully locked down. No blade play. Guys, check this out. Dead nut centered. Liang Eutektik EFD. I think it's about 85 bucks. I just put some $13 skiffs in it. Feels fantastic. There's no movement in that blade because now I've got bearings that are kind of tight in there. So yeah, very stoked. That's what I call a successful bearing replacement in the Liang EFD, or what I refer to as more economical field duty. Guys, I appreciate you all taking the time to check out the video. I appreciate my partnership with Skiffs because it gets you guys 10% off if you go to Skiff Bearings and buy bearings, buy any of the tools, any of the knife making parts, anything they've got there except for the knives. Use Javon10 as your code. It should get you 10% off your order. I will put these bearings in this bag, and then when we get done here, I will write Liang Field Duty in case anybody wants the original bearings. I've got so many bearings that are not skiffs because I've taken them out. But guys, I appreciate you. I hope you found this informative, educational, somehow helpful. Again, don't be scared to take your knives apart. Just pay attention to what you're doing. Get the right tools for the job, right bits, and don't struggle with it. Don't force it. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. I love you all. I ask if you would please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart and choose to bait, not hate. I love you all. Peace.